We're just going to cross to James Olley. He's the chief football correspondent of the London Evening Standard. Come in, James, and where are you?
I am in Kiev at the moment, just trying to get something to eat after the press conferences and all the travelling that's been going on today.
What's the news from the England camp then?
Well, I think they're in quite a positive mood. Roy Hodgson and Steven Gerrard both spoke this evening ahead of training at the Olympic Stadium here. I think there's an emphasis from both manager and player really that they want to try and show a bit more going forward. I mean, I think we all agree that they defensively played very well against France and restricted them to really shots from in and around the box, but we didn't perhaps see the best of England going forward. So I think now that they're playing Sweden, they'll probably be the favourites for that game, and we're hoping to go and see them play not necessarily expansive football, but be a little bit more creative, commitment, more forward a little bit more, and hopefully see a bit more from them in the final third.
Former England international Neil Webb is alongside me. He picked his England team. He said he'd only make one change. He would bring Walcott in for Milner. I suspect that the manager will stick to the same side, though, won't he?
Well, there's a suggestion actually that there may be a change tomorrow, and that they might actually start with Andy Carroll and Danny Welbeck up front, and switch Ashley Young to the left and play Milner on the right. Now, it would be quite a change that if he was to play those two up front, because obviously we don't really know how they can play as a pairing. I think we've always talked that Young would be that one in the kind of Rooney role, if you like, off the main striker, and it would be Welbeck or Carroll, and not both of them. But the suggestion seems to be that they feel that Sweden are quite vulnerable in the air, particularly from crosses from wide. So I think what they're going to try and do is get the ball out wide, get some decent service in. We know Ashley Young's very good on the left-hand side. He's done it for Manchester United for a whole season. Delivers the ball very well, both from set pieces and from open play. And they'll be trying to get James Milner down the right to do something similar. I mean, personally, if I was picking a team, I'd probably have Theo Walcott in there as well. But I think playing those two up front really does show a sort of a statement from Hodgson that he is prepared to listen and to try and attack more as and when the games give them the opportunity to.
So let me just make sure I'm clear on this. So the suggestion is he might start with both Carroll and Welbeck. So who's being dropped?
Chamberlain.
Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Chamberlain, yeah. So Ashley Young goes to the left. The central midfield remains the same with Parker and Gerrard, and then Milner on the right. So then the back four is the same, obviously with Joe Hart in goal. So I mean, Ashley Young in a sense really reverts to his regular club position for Manchester United, and we play with essentially two target men, I suppose. I mean, they're both sort of more traditional number nines. I mean, Danny Welbeck's shown that he can link the play very well, and he's got a good touch, and he's intelligent, and he moves the ball very well as a centre forward. But Andy Carroll really is more of that, that big presence up front. So it'd be interesting to see how those two play together. But I mean, it's not. I must say, it's not confirmed. It's not guaranteed team news or anything like that. But that is the rumour doing the round.